So, coming back then to the underworld that we're in now, which is the galactic one, which is a very intense frequency. The changes are happening very quickly between the days and the nights. And I think this is the reason that so many people today, they experience that time is moving faster. And this is because these shifting energies of the cosmic plan are alternating at a higher rate than they have been doing in the past. And we're in for one more speed up. And that will only be activated in the year 2011. But in this wave movement, the fifth night that started then in December 2007, it sort of brought down this the culture of the ongoing, incessant economic growth that has dominated the world for a long time. And with my way of looking at it, the intelligence that designed this whole cosmic plan simply had to put in some kind of a break, because we know that if that would have continued a little bit longer, we know that we would have destroyed the Earth. And so we have to rethink very, very deeply and find the new values that are associated with the birth of a new world, and how that world can be created. Anyway, we came down there, but then around the time in early November, which happens to coincide with the election of President Obama in the United States, it sort of came a new hope, a new day basically was activated that sort of changed the mood around a little bit, and we now passed into the second half of this particular day. But the way I look upon it, when the next night begins, which is in November of this year, we may be in for, again, a complete, some kind of a downfall, especially where paper money loses their value. And I think it's a good idea to not discard that possibility. That is, at any rate, what I would predict based on the Mayan calendar. And the wave movement will continue. And there is one higher underworld that will be activated, the ninth and highest one. Nobody knows what that will bring. But the hope is that this is bringing a new energy of oneness and creativity that is not that does not generate conflicts and warfares and so forth. So, here you can see a diagram of the actual wave movement that I've been talking about, and which is the one that really affects our lives and the world economy the most dramatically at our current time. And then if you look more directly there, you can see when the fifth night began, the economic downturn started. Then when the sixth day begins, Obama is elected, and you might say we're having some kind of a breathing period or something like that in the sixth day. And I think it's a time when it's so important for people to actually explore alternative ways of living and also economizing in a completely new way. Because when the sixth night comes, November 7, 2009, I think there will be some significant downturn again, when maybe the value of paper money will disappear, and especially this affects the American dollar. For reasons that I haven't gone into, I had predicted that the relationship between West and the East in the world will be dramatically altered by this whole sequence, so that it will be more of a balance compared to what it's been like. And then this all leads up to a point in time when October 28, 2011, where these cycles are basically coming to an end. It's a completely new reality, you might say. Some people say that this is a shift. I'm saying the other way around. It's the end of the shifts. What I've been describing here are all the shifts that are associated with the days and the nights. And meaning that we have been all like some kind of a puppets to the cosmic plan, doing this, doing that, depending on what kind of energy that have been dominating us. But at that point, we will be free in a new way to create the world. And I'm very convinced that this whole development is about creating a world in balance and much more equal. People will have equal. No one will be able to dominate and steer everybody else just because they hold these assets of money. I think that's something that will be an important aspect of it. So the changes we're seeing in the world today is actually, in my view, it's a preparation that helps this new world to be born. And I think really nobody can see into that world. We may fantasize, but it's very difficult to see into it because it's not really scripted. It's something that will be scripted by the human beings themselves, like universal human beings scripting their reality. And I think to understand that, it is good to see that what actually is the past history of humankind has really been scripted in a very profound way by an all-encompassing intelligence that has designed this universe. Yeah. If we are co-creators, or if everything is predetermined, well, that's something I've been wondering about a lot, and my feeling is the following: is that there is a framework that is scripted, and we are at any given moment in time, in any cosmic energy, we are operating within a certain framework of our mind, that limits what we may think and what we may create and so forth. I don't believe that it is like exactly scripted every little detail in this. I think there are the overriding developments are kind of scripted, but then how it actually plays out, concretely speaking, tangibly, that there must be quite a lot of leeway. No. Yeah, there must be no. In addition to this predetermining script, I think we also have a certain degree of freedom in as to how we are to shape the future. In other words, we are needed as co-creators for the process. And that's why I find it important to get the information out there so that people can be prepared to be the co-creators of this process.